Hey there all YouTubers, today I have some Piff sauce. You know Piff, Phil in Florence. He sent me some of his homemade cherry sweet and spicy sauce. I'm real excited to try it, and we're going to try it on some St. Louis cut spare ribs right here. I have the membrane left on the back. You'll see what I do with that, and I just cut that little piece of flat meat off. We'll smoke that up too, and we'll save that for some beans or something. But all we're going to do is add a little bit of paprika for color and a little bit of black pepper. No salt, because these ribs here have had a sodium solution added to them already, so we don't want to add any additional salt. We want to be able to taste that Piff sauce. Yeah, that really brings out the color. So alright, we're going to throw this in the refrigerator and let that set while the pit's coming up to temp. Alright, so today I'll be using my new Rec Tec Bullseye. It's modified to where I could put my stacker units on it. I got the Cajun Bandit stacker on there, and as you can see down there, I got lava rock on that heat plate there, and we're going to be doing this open pit style because I'm using Phil's sauce, and Phil likes that open pit style, you know. And with this setup here, it's going to be a controlled burn, you know, using wood. Well, sawdust was wood at one point, but yeah, we're going to be using pellets, and it's going to be a controlled burn. Alright, let me show you this lid from the Bullseye. It has these vents here. Vents here, vents here, vents here, vents here. Now that's on the back side. I have screws in where the hinge was originally set. And this is where the handle was supposed to be. And I had screws in here closing this inlet or outlet off. But today I took the screws out because I want a little extra airflow. So I got airflow on the back side through those vents and some additional airflow through these holes here where the original handle was. Now I drilled some holes in the top of the lid, and this is actually a Weber kettle handle. See, Weber kettle handle, and I put the Rec Tec grip on there. So alright, if you're curious to what I did there, that's that. So we'll see how this works. I mean, if I gotta blast a bigger hole here, we'll do that. You know, this is all an experiment. This has never been done before, people. We're learning as we go along. Alright, we got a nice fire going on in that fire pot, so let me go ahead and turn this igniter off, and I should be able to back this. That's the auger control. It regulates the amount of pellets that it pushes into the fire pot. That's how we're going to adjust the temperature. Alright, close it up. What a open pit style PVCs usually run at. 275, 300, 325. So we'll shoot for that, people. 275, no additional smoke wood. Alright, let's go get those ribs on. So after about 15 minutes, temp spot settled in around 275, 280. Just a little bit over halfway. And you've got to play with this a little bit. I mean, there's no temp setting, you just got to adjust it. So we can live with that. Alright, after an hour we settled in about 270, 275. Let's take a look here, see what we're looking like here. Oh yeah. Give it a spray of water. Alright, we're at the hour-and-a-half mark. Temps are steady, about 270. Alright, take a look at those. We're going to give them a spray here. Then we're going to flip them over. Yeah, that's right. Why not? Let's flip them over. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Alright, we ain't gonna mess with it. Now let's flip this over too. Yeah, why not? That's almost done. Alright, 2.5 hour mark. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and flip these back over. Looking good. Looking real good. Alright, at the 3 hour mark, we're going to hit it with some of this butter. Alright, now we're talking. Had to dump it on there. Look at that. Oh man, that's going to be good. Alright, Phil, doing it your style. Alright, 5 hour mark, let's take a look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. That's got a nice color. I decided to temper lightly at the 5 hour mark also. Alright. Alright, the 6 hour mark, we took them off the pit, and that's what they're looking like. They look really good. Can you see that, people? Oh yeah, it's very nice. Alright, so what we want to do is try to flip these over, and remember I left that membrane on there, so let's go ahead and try to pull this off, and I think it's going to pull real easy, and yes it is. See, look at that. See how that pulls real easy? And you guys know, if you've been watching me, the reason for leaving the membrane on for this open pit style, it kind of protects the meat and keeps the meat a little bit more on the juicy side. You know, keeps that moisture in there. Alright, so now I have this aluminum foil boat. Reason being is I don't want any of that sauce and sugars dripping down into my pit. You guys know that I don't like that. You know, you don't want sauce and sugars burning in your pit. You know, I always say, you know, sugars burn. I'm not really talking about burning on your meat. I'm talking about burning in your pit. You don't want that sugar to be burning in your pit. So alright, let's get some of that piff sauce on the back side of there, and let's flip it over and sauce the front. Alright, and we have to get this back on the pit, you know, let this sauce set, and we're going to do it in this foil boat. Alright, so after another 40 minutes, after we put that piff sauce on there, that's what it's looking like back on the pit. We're just going to let this rest for a few minutes, and we're going to slice it up. Time to eat. Alright, would you look at that? Open pit style in the Rec Tec Bullseye. Modified Rec Tec Bullseye. Excellent color there. Look at that. Alright, let's get a couple slices here. I gotta tell you what there, Phil. That's a serious nice glaze that sauce gives. Alright, let's just relax here for a second, people. Give it a second to rest. Let that smoke ring develop. Okay, people, it's go time. Look at that. Very nice. Look at that smoke ring. Nice and tender and juicy. Nice glaze from that piff sauce. I tell you what, you outdid yourself with this one there, Phil. Alright, Mrs. HMB, you take a bite of that one.
Give me
first.
that.
Yeah, you take a bite. I mean, this is just amazing. It looks excellent. How nice is that? Open pit style. Yep.
Oh man, that's good.
That is super tender. Oh my goodness. You guys have no idea.
Phil!
That's so good. Oh man. This is not overly smoky. It's open pit style. I did it in the modified Rec Tec Bullseye. Very good, Phil.
Finger licking good.